Hey, welcome to part 2 of my ginormous garage and estate sale haul from a couple weeks ago. And wait till you see the one item that just blew me away. I had no idea. It wasn't even an item I wanted to buy. I was talked into it, and you're going to be blown away too. So I'm driving through the historic area of Tacoma. I just love all the trees and all the old houses. Estate garage sales to go to, and then after that I'm gonna take myself to breakfast. Really hungry, even though I usually don't eat this time of day. Look at that huge garage sale. Some of these streets are still cobbled and others of them have brick. Kind of dig that. I think that's cool. Where is this huge garage sale? This was my third stop in my garage sale day, and where I explored all of the earthenware that you're going to see a little bit later. That was kind of a cool wood leaf. And there's some of that earthenware I was talking about. So cute. That's old hotelware. And that's a paella pan. I really dug that bowling bag, but it actually had a bowling ball in it, and I was not about to carry that around. But I did grab that multi-armed candelabra. Surprisingly, basements are an amazing place to find some treasures. It's pretty much where everything gets tucked away and sometimes could stay for decades, but that one happened to be empty. I really like that little table, but for some reason little tables aren't selling.
This sale looked so promising from a distance. There was so much old stuff, like this wicker shelf. But look how wobbly. It was so wobbly. I couldn't justify taking that. But there was old stuff everywhere. But what was really interesting was it was just a lot of little bits and pieces of things. Nothing seemed to be complete or in usable condition. Like, I actually saw somebody that was like the part of an organ. And I saw somebody on a YouTube video and she turned it into a headboard. That's why I was looking at it. So it looked really cool, although it also looked really heavy. And I really liked that little table. Everything on top was already taken by somebody. See? Lots of old stuff in that bin, but it was just a pile of like wood. That vase actually looked really interesting. Oh, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Dominoes. That fan was cool, but I think it was like $40. I don't want to pay that much. Anybody need a huge goldfish bowl or a volcano? Or a fat-bellied man? Now, she was kind of cool. That looked to be some kind of form, I think. This was amazing. This little tool chest. It had $100 on it, which it's well worth that. I mean, it was really in great shape. And maybe I should have made an offer of $60. Because at $60, I would have bought it. I don't even know what those things are. But I like the yellow paint on that thing that kind of looked like a box. Whenever I see cameras that are a really good price that are vintage, I pick them up. They seem to sell really well both in the store and online. And then I found these vintage sunglasses. But when I took them out into the sun, they were pretty scratched up, so I left them behind. And this was interesting. It was only $5, and it was to hold some kind of wood stamps. But the comps online showed that they were only going for like $20. A Fisher-Price theater. So I thought I was going to leave empty-handed here, but what didn't show up on the video was this gorgeous little Lane mid-century side table and a wool wall hanging that you're going to see in just a little bit.
All right, so thanks for joining me. All the information on my online stores and my brick and mortar store is down below in the description. And if you like this video, you know what to do. Just hit the like button, and if you like it enough, you can subscribe. So I went to a ton of garage and estate sales, and well, let's just get started. I found a ton of pottery at one estate sale. So I found 2 pieces, 3 pieces. Aren't these beautiful? 3, 4, 5, and 6, and I got all of these for $25 for the set. I'm terrible at math, but that makes them $4 per piece, which is fair nowadays. Like, you used to be able to pick these up for like 50 cents, but nowadays they are hot commodities, so they're getting harder and harder to find. The next item I picked up at that same garage sale is this candelabra, this mid-century modern candelabra. I did find out later that it's actually an IKEA candelabra, so I don't think it's from the 50s or the 60s. I think it's newer than that. But regardless, these ones are retailing anywhere between $40 and $80. So I think it was a good score on that. I can't remember what I paid, but I think I paid like $5, and I haven't decided whether I want to take it to the store or put it online. But anyways, I thought that was a good score. So some weeks are art weeks, other weeks are pottery weeks, and I'm going to say that this week was more of a textile week because I have a pile of textiles to show you, and I'm pretty excited about them. So the first one is this blanket. It's a crocheted blanket with this fringe on it. It's in absolutely beautiful condition. I mean, isn't that gorgeous? It's just so pretty, and it's so timely for this season. And, you know, typically I would just default to taking this to the store, but I really think that this could do really well online. It's just this very chunky, I'm going to say it's wool, but it could be cotton acrylic. I'm not sure. Anyways, but if I do put it online, I will put $45 on it, with probably like $8 in shipping because it's a pretty big blanket. Then I got these. These are old, but I love them. They're so tropical, and it feels like, very much feels like bark cloth, which was a fabric used in the 1940s and 50s, even as early as the 30s. And so I love these. I could see somebody in Florida picking these up. I'm going to put these online. There's a set of 4 of them, and I'll put $20. They're easy to ship, and so I'll just charge probably $5 in shipping. Now, this was really strange. I went to an estate sale, and I came across this 2 pieces of vintage elephant fabric. It's this deep red, burnt sienna kind of color, with some kind of like leaf pattern and these adorable little elephants. And I grabbed both of these mainly because I love this print. And again, so as I've said before, like textiles and especially fabric remnants do really well for me online. And so the fact that there's 2 of these, and they're large pieces, and they're upholstery weight. Oh, but what I was saying that was really strange is that, gosh, not too far away from that estate sale at Phil's place, I picked up this little stool, and I'll put a picture above. And the stool is a very old one. It's kind of a mission style from probably the 30s, maybe 20s. And it has this fabric that's covering the top. I don't think it's original to that little bench. But when I saw this, I thought that was really strange because these houses are not too far away from each other. So if you watch Laura from the not the Recycled Life anymore, she used to be on the Recycled Life and she has her own channel now, but she is Left Coast Revivals from Oregon. You may have watched the video when she was talking about flicotti rugs. Well, I'm sure I've seen a flicotti, but I never knew what it was until I watched that video. I always learned so much from her about mid-century modern, and that's just a genre that I'm barely getting into. I was really more into more traditional antiques. So anyway, so I went to this sale where they were downsizing, and look what I found. I found a flicotti rug, which is basically like this wool backed rug with this long sheep hair, like sheepskin hair. And this one is not very big, but regardless, it is very cool. It's vintage, it's very mid-century modern, and I will probably put $60 to $80 on it and it'll go online. But it's funny because I'm like, oh my gosh, I know what that is. It's a flicotti. So it doesn't have a design on it, which a design would make it more attractive, more valuable, more desirable. But anyways, I was just excited to find it. The other thing that she's always going on about that's it's really more boho rather than mid-century modern, but our wall hangings, so look at this one. So isn't that just coincidental that I find this amazing wall hanging? I mean, I guess you could use it as a rug, but it's so pretty, and it's made out of this beautiful wool. And on this one, I think I'm going to put $150. I will put it online. And I think I paid $10 for it. Maybe I negotiated and got it for $8. But it's a wonderful piece, and the colors are really on trend right now. These aren't super exciting, but I thought the pattern was really cute for those of you who like cottage core. Look at the little roses and those other little blue flowers. They look like blueberries, but they're IKEA. But it's funny because I've never seen this kind of pattern at IKEA, but they're in the package, and I haven't priced them yet, but I figured that somebody would like them because they're brand new in the package and they're just a really sweet print. So these will go online, but I don't know for how much yet. I found this really cool still life. Look at that. Is that not interesting? It's very detailed. It looks like a bookcase full of stuff. I just thought it was super charming. And what did I pay for it? I paid $5 because it doesn't have a frame, but I never care. I just put a clip at the top and I will hang it on the wall this way. But anyways, I think it's really cool. We'll probably take this one to the store and I'll probably put $65 on it. At that same sale, I found this little owl. And again, from Laura Caldwell and Left Coast Revivals, I learned about myrtle wood, which is a wood that you would find in Oregon. So this is a mid-century modern myrtle wood owl. It still has a stamp on the bottom. I paid up for this because she actually had done some homework on it. And so I paid $10 for this, and I'm going to put $80, mostly because it does have the mark. It is very mid-century modern. Everybody loves owls, and it's made out of myrtle wood, which is highly collectible. I found these super cute little Native American salt and pepper shakers. I think they're just so cute, and I'll take these to the store. I'll price them at $15, which is kind of our going rate for salt and pepper shakers. I also found these cute little boots. Neither of these are old, but we're low on salt and pepper shakers, so I thought these would be fun. And then I also got the Betty Boop ones and a set of these really cute little frogs. I found this really adorable little charming landscape. This is a real painting. It's not old, but it's very traditional in the frame, the way it's framed. And I just love like the barn and the cows, and just has a ton of detail to it. So I may put this online for $30. And it's super lightweight to pack and ship, so I don't mind if I hold on to it for a while until it sells. And because I'm already thinking ahead, I picked up these beautiful dishes. Unfortunately, they only had one of this one, but I could just see it like on an entryway, maybe with a candle on it, or to serve like hors d'oeuvres. You know, you could do a lot of stuff with this particular plate, and there's nothing cheesy about it. It's just really pretty and very subtle. And then I love this one. Oh my gosh, look at that. So I'm gonna insert this cabinet that I painted a couple of weeks ago for our refresh of the store, Dark Academia refresh. As a matter of fact, let me just show you a few pictures of that Dark Academia corner.
So this was our boho corner, and it took us 3 people 5 hours, so a total of 15 hours to transform this little corner from the boho room into the dark academia room. So it's a perfect fall transition. And then once we hit November, we're going to transform it once again into our Christmas corner. So I think it turned out really nice.
I think these plates are going to look perfect with that buffalo check cabinet that I just put together and painted. And the back is actually flannel I got at Joann's and just pinned to it, because I figure if somebody buys it, they could take it off or they could leave it as is. Anyways, perfect match. Last but not least, the piece de resistance is this funky bamboo lamp. And so this was too funny. I saw this lamp and I thought, wow, it's pretty kitschy, right? It's pretty kitschy with this bamboo. And I was walking away from it and the lady was selling me hard on it. She's like, you could remove the leaves and we could plug it in. And anyways, I made an offer for $10. And I'm like, okay, well, you know what? I'm going to buy it. Just because of the bamboo, because I love anything that's bamboo. Well, come to find out, when I got home and I researched it, I found out that this is made by a Mexican artist whose name escapes me right now, but I'll put his name up above and I'll put a comp next to it, because this lamp retails for $1,200. $1,200. Could you believe it? It's a lamp and it's kitschy. But it is made by this famous artist, and that's what makes it so valuable. So I couldn't believe it. It's the score of the year. Unbelievable. So I will definitely list it online. I'm going to list it. I mean, I can't believe I would actually list it for $900, but I'm going to do it. I'm going to list it for $900. And anyways, I was just blown away. So you never know what you're going to find out there, right? So that's it for me. I hope you enjoyed this haul video, and I hope you get a chance to go out and do some thrifting yourself. And if you do, I hope the thrifting gods are with you and you find some fabulous stuff. And otherwise, I will see you next week.